Alright, back. Bird guys contact me yet again. Big wind. Downtown, down. Find something else. Another shrine is what I meant by that. Haven't got that area yet, have I? That one. Like all kinds of stuff north. Oh, there's one. Can I make it? I don't think I have enough errors to build. Nope. That's a big hoof. I don't think it's up here. It's to the side. Yeah, it's over there. Oh, we can do a little jump down. Oh, here's this thing. What is this stupidity? Fishing? I think if I attach all this boulder to it, come out. Maybe both, but at least one. Down, 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 down. This is one of these timed ones, huh? Just it. Oh, is that so I can run that over there? Maybe knock it back over? Maybe like that? How did I have it up? Okay. Because it didn't have much momentum. Came down like that. Okay, cool. More of this? This is a long one. Usually it's like 2 and done. Oh, okay. Ball in the cup. Yep. Cool. I like how he's like snaps. Right. Oh, there's Lynel. Should I try to fight it? Oh. Hold on, I wasn't ready. Its answer to that is no. I wasn't ready though. Trying to take pictures of it, oh damn it. What is going on down here, by the way? It's abyss. Anything cool? Yeah, fire. Oh, you're better off with the keys. need Ooh, he slammed the ground on me. What was that, a flurry attack? Flurry! If I could actually, you know. Um, yeah, you gotta get. There's a certain way to fight these things. Oh, I'm not dead. Thought I was dead. Oh, not good by that. When people get good at it, they just kind of ride them and then jump and do like 6 other things. Yeah. Just thought into this.
What's up, gamers? Welcome to the a lot faster because there we go. At any point, there it is. It is around in different areas. So go ahead and just use that to up like in this area as we have the gameplay footage for that area. So this is what this. Oh, shooting star. Yeah, baby. And then we're going to open this up and it'll be a little more obvious for you. I'm going to come back. You're cautious. You can want, but I like the first one that you can find.
Just gearing. That said nothing about
Hey all, this is of course need a major quest, rapid success skill. Through headshot, the Lynel will kneel down and be temporarily stunned. You use that opportunity to run up to it and throw out a puff shroom. The important part about the puff shroom is that it envelops you, not the target. Here he moved a little and I wanted to make sure that I was inside the cloud, so I threw out another. And then it's just a matter of attacking until the Lynel goes down. Very many good weapons.
That did nothing.
You might want to take the opportunity
trying things right now.
with the Lynel to fuse other weapons using the horns that this Lynel just dropped. If you don't have better options, you can use these horns on the Lynel.
She's still confused or something?
It might also be a good idea to grab the bow that you see right here. Using the 3-shot bow in conjunction with another key sound will make it less likely that you miss the headshot in the initial launch. It's the same thing.
Wow, okay. I got it on him.
The key side, you'll and keep rotating between attacking the Lynel and using the second Lynel is a blue Lynel.
Okay. I got somewhere, you know, a little different there. I'm just gonna mark them and go about my day. Took me a while to kill Lynel in Breath of the Wild.
Down, another Lynel will come out. This time a white-maned Lynel. Again, repeat the process to approach it, and make sure that you're properly
just gonna mark them
in the mushroom cloud.
Oh, we do that in the map. Hello. Boss. What's the next one that I probably want to do?
Of course, you repeat the same process again.
Nah, I don't really want to do this one. Give
Final
the
Lynel makes you change your strategy a little bit.
like the
This
hardest
Lynel
boss out of
also
all.
has silver hair, but it's covered in rock armor, meaning you can't headshot it to approach. The easiest way to overcome this safely is to be defensive and pull out your shield. Depending on how
I
good
should be
your shield
facing.
is, the Lynel may break it in one hit. But even if it does, you should be alright and just switch to another shield. You keep doing this until the Lynel stops and does an attack that leaves him open. And at that point, you can some kind of blunt weapon to break through the rock armor.
Do anything
So
else?
you can either treat this Lynel like one of yours,
I use bathroom.
alternating between attacking and throwing out potions.
Right.
And that's it. That's the easiest way to kill Lynels and farm their materials in the Colosseum. That's the end of this video. As always, thank you very much for watching.
Aaron, you have been accused of murder.
I didn't do it, Your Honor.
Would you like to present evidence to the contrary?
Yes, of course. I have a couple here. Here is a Essentials Collection Game Grumps shirt. It has the Game Grumps logo in kind of a flocked design. Pretty cool, right?
That is nice.
So, am I free to go?
No, you murdered someone.
Okay, how about this? It's the Game Grumps Essentials water bottle. It's pretty awesome.
I'll keep you hydrated.
I know. So, can I go now, or?
Well, no, you failed to stay in your lane. Unless that lane is murder.
Well, at least I have these Game Grumps piggyback notebooks so I can jot down all of my thoughts while I'm rotting in prison for the rest of my days.
It's a good looking notebook.
It's pretty cute. I mean, look at this, right?
Well, I was going to give you a life sentence, but you immediately get parole for good behavior.
Thanks, GameGrumps.com/merge.
Hey, I'm Grump, I'm not so Grump, and we're the Game Grumps.
Hello and welcome to Unfair Flips, everyone. Aaron, what is this?
We flip a coin.
And there's 20% chance of heads?
Sure. It's tails. Bummer.
That was unfair.
Heads.
Hey!
We got a cent. It's pretty cool. Aw, tails.
Okay. Is this the game?
Hey, we got heads.
What's happening here?
We're flipping.
But I mean, like,
Hey! Alright, we got 3 cents. So I'm gonna raise.
God, these games are so strange.
Switch that up. Yeah, could do multi-color.
Oh, interesting. So you're trying to, like, sort of just increase your money in any certain way?
Yeah, just kind of flipping coins until we get some money, so we can,
So we can what?
buy some upgrades
Talk
to
to
make our
Bearhead Man?
coin flips better.
This is the game?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you make a better one? Look at that.
Aaron, if that was the standard by which all games are judged, that'd be really, really crazy. We wouldn't have a show, first of all.
So we gotta get 10 heads in a row to win the game.
Oh.
It could happen never or immediately.
Or it could never happen.
Alright, so I have 10 cents now.
Okay.
I kind of want to upgrade my base coin to 25. Because then that'll just, like, immediately bump us up, you know?
Sure.
Give me a fucking head. heads, dude.
How do you upgrade your base coin worth?
25 cents.
Oh, 25. I see. I see.
So it's probably sends it to a nickel. Ooh, this is gonna take a while.
Yeah.
How about yeah, there we go. Increase the flip time. Here we go. Yep.
Goodness me.
Nice,
This is the
nice.
entire game. Yeah,
Yeah.
wow. They came right out and said it. I do appreciate that.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta know what you're getting into, especially if you're buying something,
For 1 penny.
because you can get refunds on Steam, and I would never refund a game like this because this is exactly my shit. I just want to stay. I do so much every fucking day, especially recently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, sometimes I just want to fucking sit around and flip a coin and get heads and get a cent. That's happiness to me. This game is like the epitome of what I'm looking for right now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Just happiness. Can I get some fucking heads, please? Jesus Christ. What the hell is this?
You sound happy.
Unfucking believable.
What is this bullshit?
I gotta increase this heads chance.
Okay.
Heads chance is now 30%. I gotta get $1 for fucking heads now.
Oh, I was gonna say it needs. That must be a slow thing. Because if you could just keep upgrading the heads chance, then you just go to 100 and you win.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What's the goal here? I'm sorry, I'm overthinking this.
You truly are. I really don't know why you're intellectualizing a game where you flip a coin. And every heads you get a cent.
I don't know, drinking Bearman in morph suit in the background really like
Smooth about life.
just adds a whole bunch of questions to the proceedings.
I'm feeling really like betrayed by the fact every time that there's like more than 3 tails, you know, it's 30%. Yes or no? I guess it's not 30.
That's correct.
Again, come on, heads. Come on. Give me heads in 5 cents.
That second hedge in a row is exclamation.
Oh yeah. 3 is 2. Come on, baby. Come on.
This one
It's our show, dude.
Oh, it's a nickel.
Yes, a coin is a nickel now.
It's a knickel.
This is so much easier. It's 2 heads, and I get that head multi-combo.
Oh,
Look at that.
there
Boom.
it is.
Done.
Combo multiplier.
Give me that heads. Give me 2 heads in a row. Give me 2 heads in a row. Come on, flip this shit. Yes. Can I just hit space bar? That's so nice.
Oh, 2 in a row.
9 heads in a row. The game was so those endings you chance of the game. So I think for me, it's all about the flip. I gotta be increasing the flip time.
Because you're an impatient bastard.
Well, it's just cumulative, you know? I feel like 5% head chance will get me less money than 0.2% increased flip time. I don't know if that's true. I'm not doing the math. I don't So at this point, I really have no choice other than to just make it to $1.
Cool.
Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Give me 3 heads in a row.
What was that shirt that went hard in that tier list we did with Ethan? Was it like Born to Dis, Forced to Come, or something like that? It was so funny, and I can't remember it.
I don't know, man. Sometimes you just want to dip your dick in Jello.
Irrelevant, but correct.
Well, I'm glad you at least agree.
Yeah. Hey!
Triple heads,
Oh,
come on.
yeah, so close.
I need to increase that flip time.
There it is.
All right. But what should I do though?
Everything just opened up. You could even upgrade the base coin worth.
Oh, I could. Then it'd be 10.
Yep.
That's crazy. All right.
Oh, it's a dime.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. All right, that's huge.
Wow, to upgrade it again, it's $6.25.
That's okay.
Shit
look at
just got
that.
pricey.
3 heads in a row. That was crazy.
Yeah, oh.
Oh yeah, shit's going.
On May 12, 2023, Nintendo released The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I still haven't forgiven them. Just over a year ago, I started working on a video essay about Breath of the Wild. I know, it's never been done. That video, somewhere between a retrospective and a love letter, never got made. And while it's still something I'd like to make eventually, I'm not in a rush anymore. That initial sense of urgency stemmed from a fear that Tears of the Kingdom was going to be so good that there would be no reason to play Breath of the Wild ever again after it came out. That is not what happened. And now it feels like I can't make that video, not without talking about Tears of the Kingdom first. Because my dream Breath of the Wild retrospective exists in a world without Tears of the Kingdom. When I make that video, I'm going...
Do you guys wanna watch Skitty's I Hate Tears of the Kingdom video? We'll start it now, and then over the course of, you know, I guess Tears of the Kingdom a thon. Real quick before we start, Peachal and I are putting together this insane Nuzlocke event that is happening all of July. This is what's amazing about it, I guess. It's a Nuzlocke invitational. We have 8 streamers combined with 8 coaches all of July to complete that Nuzlocke. Players in the universe. It's an apt title. Just want to let you guys know that that's happening. Stay tuned for more notes on my Twitter, Blue Sky, discord.gg/PointCrow, or just the community posts on YouTube. Just want to let you guys know about that. This is with permission from Skitty, but even though it is, I still want to give you guys, you know, the link and everything. Do me a favor, go give it a like, and do me a favor as well. A huge vouch. If you want to see fantastic up-and-coming creator, I cannot recommend anything. I'm excited. Oh, this is great. Are they serious? No, they're serious. I agree with a lot of things.
draft, to the point that it's not even clear whether the events of I've
never seen somebody hate more than Skitty.
in the Prague airport and went, ooh. Anyway, this video is made with people who've played Tears of the Kingdom in mind. You're more than welcome to watch this video if you haven't played the game, and I'll be providing context where it's needed. But if you care about spoilers, consider this your warning. Now, without further ado, let's skydive into my critique of The Legend of Zelda, Tears of Me, personally.
If that's not the most hyped, like, intro, I don't know what it is.
Tears of the Kingdom was even a fraction as good as its final trailer, I would not be making this video. If you care about the Game Awards, borderline impossible not to fantasize about Tears of the Kingdom. I wasn't ready to the combat or the weapon durability that can
I follow you guys Tears of the Kingdom. Thanks for gaming. I don't know if you're gonna watch this video.
You're too proud to admit that I cried watching this intro. For all this game gets wrong, it never misses the mark when it comes to spectacle, accentuated by the game's incredible score. What's about to unfold is disappointing enough to warrant a thesis-length critique, but every time I watch this scene, I'm transported back to the first time I saw it. Even just the memory still kinda gets me. What follows is essentially just a rehash of Breath of the Wild's tutorial. Remember, it was basically what it was, and the sky is the same. So you talk to a ghost again, go to the and the king disappears while urging you to go save Zelda. Time getting stronger, whether that's through exploring, completing the shrines, freeing the divine beasts, all of those things, or none of them. You can go directly to Ganon, but there isn't a sense of urgency. If there were, there'd be a massive disconnect between Link's goal of defeating Ganon as quickly as possible and the player's goal of experiencing this massive world.
That's so true. Yeah, it's, I mean, it's not a lot hard to do.
Every single piece of technology, every single time you want to use it, it's not a helpful piece of technology. Yes, I do know that there's a term for that disconnect, and yes, I do know that it's called narrative dissonance. So you can stop typing. I bring this up because the question is,
Did you say pseudo-narrative dissonance? Or ludo? Wait, I've never heard that word. Ludo-narrative dissonance. The story told through the narrative elements of the game is different, right? With the game living extent. That's it's kind of like okay. So another example of this is winning the fight but losing at the cutscene kind of thing. Xenoblade style. What is it? It's a prefix. Stands for Latin for game. And dissonance obviously being like disconnect basically, so it's a narrative disconnect with the game. Cool.
Find Zelda, a significant departure from Breath of the Wild's Destroy Ganon.
That's
the fundamental problem here is that Link, the character, wants to find Zelda as soon as possible, but you, the player, want to exploring Hyrule and investigating what happened to Zelda by visiting the same 4 regions you visited in Breath of the Wild, all of which are currently experiencing some sort of crisis. There isn't even a mention of defeating Ganon until after you killed the 4 main temples, and that means your only stated long-term goal for the majority of the game is to figure out where Zelda is. Initially, it's that the fact that the player already knows where Zelda is. You know instantly from this scene that she's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't know. As far as Link goes, Zelda's missing. She's possibly dead. There are real stakes here. Personal stakes for Link, but the player's not worried about Zelda because she's obviously fine. Look, she's right there. Okay. Maybe you didn't realize the scene takes place in the past, and there's no guarantee that this Zelda is our Zelda. After all, Zelda gets reincarnated all the time, so it's not impossible that we're seeing a distant ancestor here or something. And even if you know she's in the past, that doesn't explain how she got there or how exactly it happened. Unfortunately, Link finding out what happened to Zelda doesn't change anything. I'm remaining vague here on purpose because we'll get into this when we discuss the story. But for now, just keep in mind that the very premise of the adventure you're about to set out on is shaky at best and completely worthless at worst. Hi there, it's me during the editing process. You may notice that this mic sounds pretty good for someone who's never released your video.
Really, it does.
This is that I figured it out hundreds of hours into the editing process, and I need to get on a plane in a few days. I'm not going to be in the country for the next month, and if I want this video to come out before that, which I do, I just need to release it as it is. But it's okay. If it's not finished, that's no big deal. You get to watch this video for free. Tears of the Kingdom wasn't finished, and that game cost $70. Let's see with the Master Sword, you're finally granted access to the surface of Hyrule. You're still missing your paraglider, which Breath of the Wild gave you at the end of the tutorial. And given the emphasis this game places on vertical exploration, you're not actually free to explore the world until you manage to get your hands on it. So you land in the conspicuous new body of water, make a big splash, and make your way to Lookout Landing, your de facto base of operations in this game. Lookout Landing is a completely new settlement added to Tears of the Kingdom on top of what used to be the Sacred Ground ruins. And I don't have much to say about it. My first time playing this game, I didn't even realize this shelter area existed, and it didn't make any difference whatsoever. This location has the bare minimum amount of personality and dignity, and talking to the people here, most of them are familiar into thinking that the characters in this game remember who Link is. Overwhelmingly, when you meet an NPC in Tears of the Kingdom for the first time, even if you already met them in Breath of the Wild, they act like this is the first time you've ever met. And there are weird exceptions to this too. Hudson remembers because he helped him build Terrytown, but in order for Hudson to have built Terrytown, Link needs to have bought the house from Wilson first, who doesn't remember Link. And even if a character doesn't personally remember meeting Link, are we seriously meant to believe that they don't recognize the guy who saved the entire goddamn world, like, within the past few years? In a world that has a newspaper? In Breath of the Wild, people were still discussing the champions 100 years later, but people don't recognize Link? Is he Tony Hawk? Even new players know that this is a sequel to Breath of the Wild, so the fear of alienating new players isn't in the final Tears of the Kingdom trailer. We got a few seconds of footage showing the area with the lights on, and that was it. I knew I had to go there first, so I did. I made my way north until I arrived at the ruins, and what I found there was a Skyview tower. No story, no secrets. There weren't even any monsters to fight. And no, the constructs don't count. Before you try to tell me that actually there is content there, in a sense, you're technically correct. You
under the
can
ground,
come
yeah.
back here after you finish the 4 main temples and do some absolutely asinine tasks to reveal, like, a handful of gemstones and, like, what, an amiibo item from Breath of the Wild?
Also, a small thing, you can actually just clip through the ground, activate that chest, and you're gonna get all 4 side adventures immediately. Which is like, you're glitching the game, blah, 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 but like...
My next stop was the Forgotten Temple. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, in Breath of the Wild, this place was super interesting. It took clear design inspiration from Skyward Sword, complete with a massive goddess statue, somewhere that you'd expect to be a site of great significance, but it's hidden away at the bottom of the game's deepest canyon. On top of that, the place was filled with guardians, and the Breath of the Wild art book Creating a Champion confirmed that the royal family of Hyrule had placed them there intentionally. So what were they there for? What were the guardians guarding? It was one of many areas in Breath of the Wild that was disappointing because there was nothing there, but that still presented some interesting questions for a sequel to answer. I arrived at the temple and, as I had anticipated,
I'm so glad I went first. I'm so glad I went here first.
And it's maybe there was a handful of low-level monsters sitting around a campfire or like a Korok, but certainly nothing that even came close to filling up the massive, now empty rooms. But then I found the giant goddess statue toppled over, and behind her I saw a door leading to a new area. Beyond it was an altar with these pedestals surrounding it. My heart was racing. Was this place going to be the site of some sort of epic story moment later in the game? Were they going to make the Forgotten Temple into an actual dungeon? No. This room exists solely to show you where to find the memory cutscenes. I didn't realize there was nothing here at the time, though, so I took what I thought was a W and decided to take on one of the dungeons. It's going to be a while before we talk about the dungeons in detail, but suffice it to say, I was not impressed.
I remember hearing during the build-up to this game that Tears of the Kingdom brings Zelda dungeons back, and I'd like to find whoever started that rumor so I can punch them in the gut for lying.
We're gonna pause here. We gotta get back to Tears of the Kingdom. This skinny radicalization is in like 2 minutes. All right, 2 minutes.
Beginning the maze in the sky wasn't much better either. At the end of the sky maze, the chasm leading below ground opened up, and I was instructed to skydive from up high to down below as a test of courage. On my most recent playthrough, my friend was watching me play this part, and he had a great observation. From Link's perspective, skydiving from such a height would probably be terrifying, but the player doesn't know that, so it doesn't actually feel like a test of courage. I skydived down and arrived in a third version of the labyrinth, this one located in the game's hellish underworld, the Decks. It was there that I found a recycled mini-boss from the tutorial island. Yay! Once I defeated it, I was able to activate yet another terminal and was told I'd be granted a rare piece of armor, cloaked in otherworldly heat. The pedestal in the terminal rose up from the ground. I went to open it, and... Are you kidding me? This can't be serious. It cannot be serious. The payoff for all of this is recycled DLC armor from Breath of the Wild. I could forgive the underwhelming ground maze. I could forgive the underwhelming sky maze. I could even forgive the recycled boss fight. But this is my reward? Armor that you can't even upgrade? If they were going to recycle armor from Breath of the Wild, already easy on the face of it, why have the barbarian armor? That would have made sense. You've got the barbarian armor from mazes in Breath of the Wild. Phantom, being Ganon from Ocarina of Time? What does this have to do with this maze, with the ruler of owls? With anything? First of all, this was just one piece of an armor set, meaning the other 2 mazes would reward me for the other 2 pieces. I cannot possibly overstate how disappointed I was by this. This moment radicalized me. I knew in that moment that this game was the worst case scenario for a sequel to Breath of the Wild. And as you can probably tell by the length of this video, I mean that in just about every way imaginable. From here on out, I'm going to be bringing up all of my issues with Tears of the Kingdom in the hopes of finally getting some closure with this game.
We're gonna pause here, but yeah.
Wait. Kingdom in the hopes of finally getting some closure with this game.
We're gonna pause here, but dude, yeah.
Wait. How could I forget the most important use of recall, making gears spin backwards? This is so cool. I'm so glad they had me do this over and over. Recall is incredibly powerful, but also criminally underutilized. A lot of the puzzles in this game are seemingly set up without taking recall into account. It's very easy to use Ultra Hand to move a platform, then lower it back up, climb on, and use recall on it.
Yep.
You can use this to skip all sorts of puzzles, which I've seen a good number of people praise at. But I maintain that if you peel all the stickers off a Rubik's Cube and stick them back on so the cube looks completed, you didn't solve the Rubik's Cube. The last ability is the only one you don't get as part of the tutorial. It's called auto build.
By the way, you totally solved that Rubik's Cube. I agree to disagree.
The button cutscene is skippable, but only if you press X and then plus. Information that's never properly conveyed.
That's
Great
true.
Theories still make you sit through their endless flavor texts, still tell you about sec bonuses for the 100th time, and there's still no way to see what materials you need to upgrade your armor with.
Let me just like gas Skitty up real quick, right? This is something Skitty does that proves that they're a good commentator. Because they'll bring up points that you never really thought of, that you're like, yeah, no, I don't like that either. Wait, now that you mention it, it's like the small things, the very small things. Like, for example, with the Zonite fight that they just mentioned. Yeah, no, of course. It's a small thing where it's like, okay, that's here. I have genuinely such a hard time recommending Tears of the Kingdom to literally anybody that has, like, he's like new to video games. I'm like, no, you don't play this. Maybe, but, you know, like, Tears of the Kingdom.
If they're all out in combat, you'll end up running around chasing the specific
Dude,
one
it's
you
just,
want
it's
to use
visual
when that's
diarrhea.
time
That's why you don't use them.
Stages are not strong enough or convenient enough to justify having them out, besides Tulin, but even then, he's often more trouble than he's worth.
That's why I like the Breath of the Wild.
There are 15 Skyview towers around the map, and only one of them has a launch height that maxes out below that 900 unit maximum for Breath of the Wild. And I suspect that this tower being comparatively weaker than the rest has to do with its proximity to the Wind Temple. If it launched Link as high as the others do, it would invalidate the Rising Island, one of the most widely praised portions of the game and something we'll talk about.
Oh, it was so much fun. The Wind Temple's the best one.
It's not just the launch that's the issue, though. It would be problematic enough on its own. But there's another
What's up, Skitty? Welcome in.
that takes this from damaging to utterly disastrous.
Yep.
Zone wings lose altitude incredibly slowly, can be deployed mid-flight, are easy to stockpile, don't consume battery, don't consume stamina, and allow you to cross large distances at unprecedented speed. Their only limitation is that they disappear after 30 seconds, but there's nothing to so much as disincentivize, let alone prevent a
And then you
person from just pulling out a new one
pull out
when
another
the old one disappears. If you're trying to get somewhere in this game, there is no reason to walk, run, climb, ride a horse, build a car, engage with the terrain between you and your destination in any way. You have 15
Rockets,
towers,
too.
32 shrines in the sky, any of which can be warped to at any time, and then it'll be orders of magnitude faster and easier than any other method to skydive down to your destination. Doing anything else is suboptimal.
Have you guys noticed that the majority of my 100% so far, I haven't walked?
I'm sure we're all familiar with the idea of reinforcement, that rewarding a behavior causes that behavior to increase in its
This is a really
frequency.
good point
The
they
issue
make.
with rewards is that